Hello, guys. Welcome to ôKAMI Sigma Universe. And on our last video, uh, we tackled some, crystal cleansing energies. As you can see on the side here, I still have my crystals right outside the window. Still getting some sun, although it's kind of gloomy, but light is light. Okay, so today in our video, I decided to, let's make lunch together. So we're gonna use right in front of you. I've chopped some vegetables over here. So first, we're gonna do something simple. So like we'll do a Filipino, regular salad. You know, it's a side dish. Okay, my father used to make this when I was young. So very basic. So um, we're gonna do that, and we're also gonna do vegetable rice. My take on vegetable rice. Um, we're gonna make it a little different. So some things that we're going to need. So we got our tomatoes, diced carrots, minced onions, uh, sliced cucumber, and then we have our cabbage. Okay, chopped cabbage. Okay, as you can see here, we're gonna also use eggs. We're gonna use four of these. Right now, I'm gonna use two. Okay, we're gonna use these for the side dish and the veggie rice. Okay, all right. So first thing we're gonna do is a very simple side dish. Okay, so we have water, and we're gonna add some onions to the water. Okay, okay, and then some cucumber. Okay, cucumber. And then got big chunks of fresh tomatoes. So okay, chop all of these for this particular salad. So something that will remind me of my childhood. Okay, and we also have some cabbages. Okay, all right, minced cabbages. So that's just these vegetables on water, and we're gonna get some salt. Sprinkle some salt. Okay, sprinkle as much as you like. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna stir this up. Just toss it around for it to get the water and the salt mixed into it. All right. So the nice thing about this particular salad is one, the vegetables are fresh. Two, so all those good enzymes on the vegetables will be retained. Okay, so this is a very nice side dish or salad dish that you can do very simply at home, and it's going to be very nutritious because one, you'll retain the natural flavors, and then the nutrients are all locked in there with the water and okay, the salt. Now, the reason, another health um benefit, and the reason why I do this salad is because one, it relieves like the body's inflammations. Okay. Plus, it's very refreshing. So it's a very simple dish. You can do this at home. Okay, it won't cost you an arm and a leg, and very simple and very healthy. Okay, so I wanted to share this with you guys. So it won't cost you that much, and it's very healthy for you. Okay, now you can eat it as is, or you want if you want to make it even fresher, you can put it on a refrigerator for like 10 minutes, so that it will be cooled down. And if you prefer to eat like cold salads, so this one as it is already good to go. Okay, so we're gonna leave it at that. Okay, and then we'll proceed to make our veggie rice. So we got our side dish done. Very simple, very easy, very nutritious, very high vibe. So this is next. Well, so we're gonna do fried veggie rice, but of course we're gonna have to cook rice. So one thing I want to share. This is Baguio rice. Okay, this is rice from the Philippines. So Baguio rice is one very fragrant, and they have long, uh, very long, kind of shaped rice. So I love this rice. So maybe from my favorite rice, I like short grain Japanese rice, sticky rice, and also so that's one of my favorites. And then this is probably the next favorite rice that I like the most. Now we're gonna boil this and make our rice. Okay. So we're gonna add. So we added like 2 cups of rice. Then we're gonna get, of course, we're gonna add water. So about 2 cups of water. Okay. So we're gonna have to wash it first. Okay. So we're gonna have to add the water in. So this since we have 2 cups, we're gonna need. Okay. Let's see. The measurement over there is okay. So I like it a bit. Okay, there's an ant doing some swimming. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, so we're gonna boil this. Okay, now here we're gonna have to get our veggies in order. Okay. Oh, it's raining. Very nice. Okay. So one, we'll need some eggs. We're gonna boil some eggs. Okay. Then we'll get some of the tomatoes, carrots. Okay. We're gonna have to steam these. Okay. And then later on, we're gonna stir fry them. Okay, so I think my container. Wow, it's raining. So, by the way, did you know that's it's the year of the water rabbit? Okay. Okay. So So it's not entirely vegan because we have eggs, but of course the reason why we're doing this is because okay, the reason why I am okay showing you how to cook. Of course, Okami Sigma Universe is all about high vibrational lifestyle. Okay, so we want higher consciousness, but of course we can't do that if you know the food that we eat is not high vibe. So I want you guys to hold on. Okay, so I had to pause the video because the rain is getting into inside the house, and we're getting a lot of blessings from the heavens. So, but of course, we have our our setup here for the rice, so we don't want to get that filled in with water. Okay, so we're gonna put this on top of our rice cooker. Okay, and then bring it to a boil. Okay, and then steam the vegetables and also steam our eggs. Now, this is going to be we're going to boil these eggs and then chop it later as garnishing. Now, let's do that first and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so we're gonna wait for this to cook. So we're cooking our rice and then steaming our vegetables and boiling our eggs. Okay, so steam boiled eggs, as long as they're hard boiled, we're good. Okay, so we'll leave it there. Okay, all right. Now we have some leftovers here, so these we're gonna use to saute. It will. So we got some carrots, tomatoes, and onions. We're gonna use that to saute. Okay. We're gonna add some garlic. Okay. For the time being, some. We're gonna need some eggs. We're gonna have to beat some eggs. Okay. So gonna get us some eggs here. Okay, that's one. That's two. Now we're gonna add some salt. Not too much. Just enough for it to taste. Okay. Then we're gonna beat the eggs. Left and right, left and right. Now, I'm going to use this to cover my rice later. Let's see if we could. I think the rain has stopped. Oh, goody. Sunlight. So, all right. So, we're going to set this aside. Okay, we're going to use that later. Okay. And then what's next? Okay. So, we're going to wait for the rice to cook. So, we're going to transfer this so I can use this one for the rice. Okay. Okay, now while we're waiting for the rice to cook, let's chop. We've got one, two, three, four, five cloves of garlic, and we're gonna mince it. Wish I could chop faster, like my daughter. Okay, let's take out that. That's the root. Okay, so now the thing with garlic is white, so it's a metal element kind of food. So this makes you strong and vigorous. Gives you a boost of energy, like eggs. Okay, really not a master when it comes to knife, but I am a master of the sword. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so to make this faster, let's just do this. I can smell the vegetables. It smells delicious. You can see the steam coming out. So this is going to be fabulous. Okay. So I put our veggies for sauteing in a cup over here, and then I'm gonna add it together with the garlic and some spices. So later on, it's just gonna be one, dropping it in one shebang. Okay. So we want the garlic to be fine so that it can be easily distributed to the rice mix. Plus, doing this activates the garlic's enzymes. Okay, it activates the garlic's enzymes. We can do this for about 10 minutes. No, I'm not going to bore you with 10 minutes. Okay, so leave it out in the air for 10 minutes and it activates the enzymes that is beneficial for humans. Okay. Want that piece to stray. All right, so just gonna drop it in. Straightforward, no nonsense. Okay. So later on, we're gonna have fun mixing the garlic. So right now, we're just gonna leave this, okay, and have it activate its properties. Our rice is steaming, I think. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna leave it for about 10 minutes. Okay, by that time, our rice will be done. Okay. So then once we scoop our rice, we'll leave it here. Our side salad over there, our egg ready. Okay, I think it's all about preparation. So victory loves preparation. So once we're ready, we'll put them all together. Okay. Okay. While uh, while we're uh, while we're waiting for the rice to cook, I help myself making a mocha latte. So let's have some coffee. All right. So hmm. So we've boiled our rice and we steamed our veggies. I think I need to take out. I need to take out the eggs and cool it down. That's hot. Okay. Okay. Then we'll take off the shell. Oh, please. All right. All right. So we're gonna take out our veggies. So that's nicely done. Cover rice. Okay. So the rice needs to cool down a bit. Okay. Okay. Once it's cooled down, we can pick it up and start mixing it with the egg. For the meantime, we'll also wait for this to cool down. So I got my knife here ready to chop. So it's still hot. So meantime, okay, while waiting, I'm gonna have some coffee. Still some unmelted chocolate. Okay, the egg is still warm, but I think it's in a manageable, yeah, temperature. We can remove the shells. Okay, our rice is still in a waiting stage because we want the rice to be firm so it won't collapse when we try to fry it. So we're taking our time, sweet time. Now, if you're in a hurry, what you can do is cook the rice overnight and then fry them in the morning. That's what they usually that's how it's done. Okay, I'm gonna put it here so that it won't roll out. I think I picked the wrong side. I should have tapped the bottom so that the shell would come out easier. All right. So I know some of you might think that oh, we shouldn't be eating eggs if we want to be high vibrational beings. No. Um, Unfortunately, biologically speaking, we can't live without eggs because eggs provide us with the right protein combination in iron that the body needs so that we'll have strong bones and good muscle structures. And you know the thing with eggs, you shouldn't shy away from it because now if you're because it is essential. Uh, if our body is lacking in protein, there are some things that we there's some losses to it. But then again, I'm not a doctor, so don't take my word for it. uh, Try to do your own research because it's best that you find out for yourself. Uh, and I think doctors will agree. Now, we can't, well, arguably, we can't like be all just plant eaters and, you know, we can't divide the world with plant eaters, meat eaters. At some point, we just need to pick the right meat. So the right meat would be eggs, chicken, eggs, chicken, and fish. Now, fish will make you intelligent. Eggs will make your bones and muscles stronger, and give you more resistance. And then chicken meat adds to your muscles flexibility. Now, the important thing there is you only eat uh, food, okay, protein coming from animals that are not so dense, so that you'll be able to, you know, you'll be able to maintain that higher level of consciousness with high concentration of your body's energy, not being weighed down by heavy meat products like pork and beef or any other heavy meat. Okay, so that helps in maintaining your vehicle or your body, and at the same time, with vegetables and fruits and nuts and berries, with a balanced diet, you can enhance your body's energetic uh, uh, potential, so that you'll be more energized, and your consciousness will also benefit from it. Now, couple that with fasting, then you'll go somewhere. Okay, so if you practice fasting, it will cleanse your body and also reset or fine tune your internal organs. Okay, so that's something that you might want to consider. But also, check in with your doctor, uh, and have a checkup for your health, and what is good or not good for you. Because some of you might have allergies, so there's no one shoe fits all when it comes to health. Okay, you have to remember that. Okay, all right. Let me chop this up so we can move forward. Okay. My knife is not really that sharp. Okay. Okay. It's in the middle. You want the yellow part intact. Okay. Oh, it's taking my time, sweet time. Cooking is very relaxing. So if you're a person who suffers from anxiety, try cooking your own food. Oops, oops, oops. Yeah. Oh, that's not a good angle. Ooh, let's make a big chunk. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so next will be the rice. Okay, so we're gonna get the rice. I think it's done. So we're gonna need a little bit of space. we're gonna dump the rice over here. So you have a new spatula. Okay. A new spatula. Because my old spatula melted a while ago. Because I've been using it too much. And so we bought this rice specifically just for rice. I got three sets of spatula because we're already into this cooking mode. Oh, that was a coconut. Don't worry about the browning over there. It's just it's gonna have a good color later on. Want to take all of the rice out. All right. I'd use a different tool, but I think this one will suffice. This one will suffice. So what we need to do is try to incorporate the egg into mix the egg into the rice. Now if this is so this rice is warm, so you know the egg when with the slight temperature it already starts its cooking process. So it would be good for the egg to bond with the rice grains. Yeah, there. That's the term that I was looking for earlier. Grains, rice grains. Remember, I was talking about my favorite rice. Okay. So you'll be done when the whole thing is just yellow. Now another thing that you may want to add is margarine or butter. That would definitely add to the flavor, but either you melt the margarine or butter in the pan before you fry it, or you can incorporate it with the rice like this. But it takes a while for it to melt, so that would be a good additional flavor as well. Okay. But for those of you who don't want dairy and dairy products, this is good. But I suppose you won't want egg either, so that's not fun. So, well, humans, let's make our lives easier, not more complicated. If we could eat the things that are good for us, why not? If it's your preference, because I can see a lot of people reacting on like dividing the world with their preference. I mean, to each his own. If you like what you see, what we're cooking here, go ahead, try it. If not, at least it gives you an idea. Okay. Okay. So that's the reason why I didn't want to pull out the rice very quicker, because if the rice is really moist after having it boiled, the the grains will be some sort of mush. Okay, now here it's not much, so the grains are still whole. Okay. But it's like a sticky rice kind of constituent because of the egg. So there, so we can Spice it up a bit. Okay, we're gonna add some pepper, ground pepper. Okay. If you want to put the generous amount, that's okay. Okay, we already salted it earlier, but just a little bit. No harm. Okay. Then give it a good mix. It's nice to see children playing outdoors now because 2 years ago we got empty streets. So I love cooking near the window because I have a view, a coconut tree view. Okay. All right. I think that's good. Okay. So you can hardly see the pepper. Now it is time to saute. Okay. It's time to saute our veggies. Now to do that, we're gonna have to move. Okay, let's start to saute these things. Okay, so first we're gonna saute the garlic and the vegetables. We're gonna need some oil. So this is coconut oil. Can't speak. Coconut oil. Okay, so I'm using. Okay, for food, for cooking food, there's only two oils that I can count on. It's either coconut oil or olive oil. Okay, because these oils have the right fat, okay, like omega 3 in it, and that's more. Let's heat it up. That's more of the thing that you want in your diet. Okay, so we don't want too much omega 6. If by chance you get omega 6 from food that was cooked outdoors or from commercial establishments, that's okay. But for your daily and personal cooking, I would recommend coconut oil and olive oil. Okay, so olive oil for your salads and coconut oil for frying your stuff. So omega 3 is good for you. Okay. All right, so that's our tip. So we're gonna wait for this to heat up. Okay, I think our oil is hot. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put in the garlic. Oh, drop some carrots. That's all right. That's all right. Okay. Okay. All right. So all right. It's so nice to have a new spatula. So for those of you who've been watching me cook for a while, you know that I've been using a rice spatula for frying, which is not a good idea. I wouldn't suggest it. I have a term for you to watch out if you're doing that. If you're using a plastic spatula, it's called microplastics. You got to watch out for that. Okay. So it's either wood or metal. Okay. Something I learned along the way. So it pays to do some research. So let's keep this moving. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna dump. So the oil is calm, so I'm gonna dump some of the rest of the vegetables. So we want to saute that. Put up the heat. Okay, now of course we need to add some pepper, ginger pepper. Just a hint of vinegar. Oops. Just a hint. And some soy sauce. Now, what are we trying to do here? So we're trying to get the flavor and the tastes. So the flavor and the taste will kind of mix well. Then once the rice is in, it will easily blend in with the flavor of the egg. Okay, now I would suggest that you keep your nose peeled. Okay, so try to smell the aroma of what you're cooking, and that's when you know that the flavors are already in a good state. So if you look at it, I've applied a generous amount of oil. Why? Because later on it will be soaked up by the rice. Okay. So the tomatoes, the onions, and the carrots, and some of the vegetables that we have here, and the garlic are just to enhance the flavor. Okay. So that's probably a teaspoon of vinegar, a teaspoon of a pinch of black pepper, a teaspoon of vinegar, and a teaspoon Oh, Mercury retrograde. A teaspoon of what do you call that? Soy sauce. So where did we have the salt? I think we had it 3 times. So, but don't put too much. Okay, this for the flavor. You don't want the salt to overpower our dish. Ooh. Now, with the carrots, with the sautéed carrots, it will add to the crunch. Because remember, we steamed our veggies earlier, so those veggies are very soft. So it would be easier to chew. And if you want to ride a motorcycle, all right. So this is live cooking, so we're trying to stay away from editing that much. So whatever it is that we have here, okay. So try to smell. Okay. So it smells garlicky, kind of sweet. You know, what I learned from my daughter is when you, because she's really studying cooking and baking and pastry and stuff like that. So she's the expert. What I learned from her is when you smell, the smell is also equivalent to the taste. So that's a hint. Okay. Now also when you look at it, our garlic is already golden brown, so we don't want to burn it. So the rice cooker went to low heat, so that's fine. The rice cooker is working with us automatically. Now we do have some of the tomatoes broken down here, so we want to get rid of that. You don't want it to stick under the pan. Okay. Alright. Let it simmer. Let's add some of the vegetables. Okay. Especially the carrots. The lettuce, there's not lettuce. The cabbage will be a lot easier to incorporate once the rice is in. So we want some of the veggies to get some of the flavor. But we're on low heat, so we don't want to burn much of the veggies. Okay. Let's do a whisk. So I'm just gonna stir it up so that the oil will cover the veggies. Okay. Let's calm down a bit. Okay. So we're trying to have the veggies absorb the flavor. So once you eat it, okay, it has all of that savory flavor. Some of the soy sauce is at the bottom, so you don't want it, you know. Try to scrape it off so that it won't stick in the pan, and also well, this is not a pan. Okay, All right. Okay, let's bring in the heat. Okay. So we're gonna try to mash it up bit by bit. So we'll do 2 scoops first. Put it in. Again, try to cover it so that it will get the flavor. So it's a good way when you're cooking, keep the flavor in mind. Well, at least that's what I do. Now, I always tell my daughter, not to eat by taste, but by energy. Well, it's just so that she'll be mindful of what she eats. But of course, if what you eat tastes great and it also brings you good energy, why not? I'm not going to be the one to complain. Okay. So, the first scoops are incorporated. Add some more veggies. Okay. And add 2 more scoops. 1, 2. Up to you. You can eyeball this thing. So when you mix it in, just make sure to incorporate the flavor. Let's move it a little bit so you can see well. You see? So the spices, the veggies, and the egg, flavor of the egg are combining. Okay. And then we try to flip it. Still cooking the rice. Okay, so we got a few more veggies here. So we're gonna take them all, get it in. So I'm sure you found videos where you just put the vegetables in and let it boil, and that's also great. But I do this because my daughter prefers fried rice over vegetables inside the rice. Okay. So now this has a little bit of water in it, but that will add to the flavor. It's gonna seep through. Again, add some of the rice. Okay, two scoops at a time. I think this is the final scoop. So let's put it all in. So if you're gonna put water in it, just don't put too much, because it will just a just the juices of the veggies. But don't put too much water. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. So we're gonna punch this in and flip it. We're gonna hold that, flip it over. I want the flavor in. Ooh, smells good. So you don't want it to be sticking underneath. Scrape off. Inside. Oh yeah. Gonna love that. Okay. So then, don't want to waste the rice. Okay. Make sure to just cover the sides. Okay, again. All right. Okay, we're gonna cover it. Give it a minute. Okay, I think we're done. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Okay, so we're gonna get a bowl. Ooh, smoking hot. Because I'm really hungry. Okay. So make sure it's not sticking underneath. Yeah. All right. So I think that's good. Right. So we're gonna garnish it with egg while it's hot. Okay. I took some already. And this is for my daughter later. Big yellows. Don't worry about the yellow parts if they're not whole. Okay. Great. For it to scoop later. And then we'll cover that. Okay, so we got our egg here. Okay, and we're gonna get our fresh veggies here. Okay, right here. And some big tomatoes. There you go. And then of course, so we have anchovies. So this is, I'm adding a viand. This is a fish. Okay. So we didn't cook this. It came straight from the can. Disclosure, full disclosure. This is the sardine. And then the sauce is tausi. Yummo. All right. So you know that we're gonna enjoy our meal. Okay. There you go. So if you like this dish, okay, you know the drill. Okay, just like, share, and subscribe at ôKAMI Sigma Universe. So we're here to get you guys into higher consciousness and higher consciousness lifestyle living. Okay, so very simple dish, very healthy. Okay, so try this recipe out and enjoy. I'll see you on the next video. Happy New Year.